All right. Let's see where we are. Okay, so I have a couple of orders, but I want to show what actually happened so far in terms of orders. But let me look at that orders that I actually gave this morning. Okay, so basically, alerts you can find in the daily pre-market intraday video. So I basically have those alerts in the comment section. So if I actually sort it out, you one on the top. So they start from the beginning. So I basically said I took one trade which was not alerted but on a FOMO, which turned out to be a false alarm, and then I ended up taking a loss on that one. And then next I actually took a put when they actually showing up strong pullback, right? After they pull back upwards and then they started falling, then that's when I actually took, right? So looking at the orders here, let me show here. Let's see. Oops, that's not what I wanted to do. Yeah, look at here. Oops. Okay, so I hope they are in the order. Okay, so yeah, just look at show the numbers, whether we did actually good or bad on each of those. Okay, so the first one I actually had is the last one, which is a debit spread 720, and it was, I cannot even expand this one properly. And then I entered at 960. How come I cannot see what was action? Okay, here. Okay. Okay. Full 20. And then sold it 20 to 20. These are not. Okay. And then, yeah, I believe this is the one. Why is it supposed to? Okay. Oh, yeah, this is actually what it's called. Credit spread. I entered at 960 and then exited 860 for a $1 profit. And then I still have two ongoing. I sold two for 940, which got filled. I'm still waiting for those, right, to exit at 840. So far, it's 32 here, so not much value so far. Let me see how they are performing. So they're only about 30-40 bucks at the moment, which is 935, 95 cents. It will take time. It will take time, maybe 1 hour or 2 hours before it can actually give. But if you look at here, the chart is moving from 11:30, 11:45 all the way until now, just sideways. So after it actually touched the LOD, basically there is no movement. It's basically channeled to the sideways. So I mean, there's a down move still left. If I look at the chart here, it is up to 50 first, 76.50, followed by 76.35 or something, right? But it will take time, or it could simply can climb back again. But yeah, you see the NQ is still making good progress, but we have to cross this area to be bullish side. Otherwise, this is just a retracement within the border bear side. Okay, so we'll be watching on that one, and then on the other side, I took afterwards. I alerted a few more. I alerted for 360, and then sold for 420. Not this one. Oh, yeah, this is the last one. 720 enter, and then 480 exit. That's the first loss in the day. And then next is a 360 entry, and then a 420 exit. Normally, I just look for 60 cents, 50 cents, even 30 cents sometimes, right? And then 380, and then I added a few more at 320, and then sold everything for 420. Oh, sorry, 580. Okay, and then I think I'm trying. Yeah, so wait, 420 is an entry, and then 580 is exit, and then 320, which is the current one, I think still working out. It's not actually completed, which is this one. See, I'm waiting for exiting at 460. Still not yet received any. And in fact, they are actually moving upwards. I might even end up closing this one. But let's look at the charts real quick and then see how this validates in the higher time frames. So on the normal, every day when I am actually opening this one, so I will start very plain chart. So I will not. I will hide all the drawings, right? I'll just basically click this one, and then I'll look at the daily openings on SPX, and then NQ, which is a IXIC index, and then I will look for a 1 hour chart as well. This is just a backup, and then I will have another chart which is a DJI. So all of this one and in the daily, and then I will look for where it's open. So basically I will look for where it's open, whether it's open close to the prior day's opening, as for prior day's closing or opening, right? And then based on that one, I judge whether the immediate move will be upward or downward, right? And then this morning it was actually open here, right, which is gap down, but it's still a lower point of one of the prior sessions point. So that's when normally they tend to go down, right? I mean, if it is a strong move, they will actually go down further. But it happened like after second hour. I mean, first 1 hour it actually went down, and then, I mean, if you look at the smaller time frames here, by the way, once I see the daily move, then I actually switch this one to 2 minutes, and then I will switch this one to the closest higher time frame, which is 15 minutes, even though it's not completed yet, right? Then I will be looking for the candle, how they are behaving, right? So if you look at here, the 15-minute candle went as a green, right? And then, but if you look at here, the first, this is where I actually went wrong. So I thought once, as soon as we climbed above this red candle, the green one, then I thought we are actually going upwards. So as soon as I see this red candle on the 2 minutes, I actually entered for the call. So that's a mistake I actually made. I did not even given the full 15 minutes to complete, even 30 minutes to complete to take the trade, right? But anyway, so I took the trade, and then I was watching. I mean, there was instances where it was actually in the profitable, but I was too far out to get a profit. Maybe I was looking for almost $2 that time. So that's why I could not able to fill. So by the time I realized it is no longer a uptrend, it is losing very quickly. That's what happens when you actually entered out of the gate at the open, because opening price will be very high with the premiums, and then if you are not right, they basically lose quickly. So that's what happened. So I mean, if we realize too late, then we will be losing too much, right? So as soon as you realize, you should close it. So that's what I did actually. And then after that, I basically took a puts once I see the greens, and then I started making profits back again. So yeah, that's how it actually works. And then as soon as we for past 15 minutes, then I will see how that one ended, and then I look for another 15 minutes how it is behaving. So this is the candle to tell me that we are actually going down. So as soon as I see this is actually broke below this body, then I started looking for the puts. So now we are actually looking for a call side. If you look at here on the see here. So this looks like a very nice replacement all the way up at one point, and then now it's actually doing the same thing, but this time it's actually made a really good bottom, and then moving upwards. But we still has to be cautious when it reaches to these levels. This is one level that I will be watching, and the final level I will be watching is this one. Right? Normally I will put one candle before the last one, so I will be putting this one. So that is one, right? And then overall, I mean, if you look at the daily candle, so there's a lot of space there for the NQ to reach. I mean, climb back to green and then all the way to fill it here. That's normally happens when they took almost couple of days of downtrend. That is what happened, right? We had a red, and then strong red, and then red again, and then red, right? So it is possible this could actually turn into green, right? It's not guaranteed, but that's the action they take it. Basically, at any given point, big guys always try to take your money out, right? So they will just like throwing a bone at you. When you catch it, they will take it. So they're basically waiting for your cash to come into the market and then absorb that one, right? So that's what they do. That's why they actually did these lot of action here, consolidation where you actually lose and then they quickly move upwards while you actually shake off your puts, then they will start to topping again, right? So and then to better understand this one, you better need to move this one to higher time frames as soon as you have 1 hour 2 hour build. So this is your first hour and this is the second hour. So if you look at these two candles, right, one is actually strong red and the next one is actually strong green, but at first half hour it actually went up, and then when there's 15 minutes left, then it started coming down, right? That makes basically a micro pullback, right? After that micro pullback, then you will normally see a red candle. So if this is a green candle and then you have a micro pullback as a red on the top, then you will see a green one, right? Similarly here. Whereas as soon as you are getting into uh, 4 hours, then you switch it to 2 hours. Then you can read how the 2 hour candles are actually looking, right. I mean, based on the street, this second red green, the second one might actually close within the body, which is still favorable to the bear side, right? Because if this one is not closed above the body, or like a full green, and then even more than the previous body, like what you see on your here, like this one, then that candle normally turns out to be another red candle afterwards. So you will see red, green, and then red, like that. Right? So yeah, so far I would basically call it as a sideways, and then little bit retracement happened, and then this is normally a good time to look for some what do you call some puts, because you have rejection here even before you reach this one, right? And then once you reach this one, definitely there will be a fall, right? If that one is continuation for the bear side, right? But I would say since we have so much time left on the 2 hour candle, which in turn the 1 hour candle here, let's go to 1 hour candle here, so we need to wait for this one to close at least, right, and then see how this one behaves. So normally this might actually turn just like this one, right, so go up all the way here and then come back and then settle here, and then it becomes another ladder, right, for the next candle, right? I mean that is a thesis, but not entirely possible. Might not happen. But since we are still in the bearish trend, right, the end could be somewhere 76.50. I'm expecting, right. And if today is the reversal day, then your day might actually end up going to green and then close this one all the way up to here, and then even it might actually claim the body of the trade, previous trade, and then climb up here all the way to 77.25 also. That's also a possibility, right? Yeah, let's wait for that to happen. So I think we are doing very well in the order, since this one is just spread, the credit spread. Normally credit spread, they don't lose much. See, I mean we make the similar way, and we also lose the similar way, and we will also have a more time to exit on the credits rather than the straight call or straight put or straight debits, right? So yeah, let me expand this one and let's see what we can see. So basically, I'm holding two orders, right? One is with 600 minus, and another one is 200 minus, right? And whereas if I'm looking at the entire thing, I should be still in positive, because only the minus one is this one, and then everything else is a plus. So 790 minus 480, which is 260. So that's the only wrong trade so far, right? And these are still working trades, so I'm still looking for where they're going to reverse. So yeah, let's watch out for that one. Let me put this one back to 5 minutes. Sorry, yeah, this one I'll put it back to SPX, because I don't need after the initial move, I don't need Dow to look at every trend, because normally NQ, sorry, SPX follows the NQ, but Dow does not have to be in alignment with that one, right? Because SPX mostly will be alignment with NQ, but not the Dow, right? Sometimes Dow could be going positive while NQ and SPX going downwards and into negative, right? That's what happens when there is a rotation. So yeah, so yeah, let's get this one. So I'm moving back to SPX. I'll put this one into 5 minutes. I need two lower time frames, 2 minutes and 5 minutes, basically for the empties and also for the levels, right? So I'll be watching this level. I will look for the longer wick candles, particularly at the zones, and then form a zone like that, and then I'll see if the zone is actually invalidated and then going to go down or not. And also I will look for the recent swing highs, which is this one. So, so yeah, to differentiate, I will actually change color so I can see. So far it's actually strong upward move on both NQ and Q. Also, I will actually go to the lower time frame so I can have a same read, just like SPX. Okay, so far this is good. It's a strong move upwards, and it was a strong downward before. But if you look at this in the long run, this is basically still within the same range. So not really, we did not go out of the channel, so which means we are still in the downtrend, the longer time frame. But the way that is moving here, if you look at this small channel here, see here, looks like we're, I mean that's your first one, so we cannot really take the next one as the first one, so we have to adjust. So that's the channel going upwards. So normally in any action, when they actually have a drop like this, then they will to reclaim back to one of the levels, to basically reduce the premium so that they can buy back whatever they sold it to you. Right? And remember, on the zero DTs, not even zero DT, any DTs, even if you buy the 2 weeks one, 4 weeks one, 5 weeks one, even tomorrow's one, right? They always lose money, right? So the longer you wait, you basically lose money. That's how the credits are actually much better than the debits. Okay, let's go back to looking to see if there is any new order we can actually take. I mean, there is still still there's still time. Let me draw one more channel here. I normally take total as zone for the rejection. And yeah, we call it a total. Whenever you see two candles, one is big and one is small, in the same direction. Sorry, in opposite direction. Then I will take the smallest candle as a zone. So yeah, we hit the zone and then Q. So there is a good chance that we can actually take on puts on this side. Since these are not really confirmed one, I will actually just add more to this existing trade, which is this one. So quick new one. I'll just take the same two, and this is the sale. So I'll add for $10. And normally, when you enter this 20 wide credit spreads, you need at least 2,000 for each one contract. So if I'm having four contracts, that's like four times two, $8,000. You need to have capital for. But yeah, this one will actually get you real quick very soon. So since I have this one, I need to upgrade this back. Well, the full since we actually had 970 as average, now I actually can move this one to a little bit better lower price for a quick fill. So I will just go with um, 80. That gives me 70 plus 20, 90. So 90 times 4, that's good enough, right? $360. So far, the 1 minute looking good. Sorry, 2 minute chart is looking good. So we are actually coming back to the zone, right? But since there is a gap here, normally whenever the candle moves too fast, it forms a gap, right? So and then they actually come into this area, which is the last. Look at this one, this area, 76, 78 might be the place that they can drop to, right? And I only use this one chart when I'm actually on this particular screen because I want to see the viewers to all the screens what I'm actually looking at. Right? So, but when I'm here, I cannot see my orders, so I want to have one at least one screen on the actual stock, whatever that one I'm actually trading, so that I can see properly. Right? So yeah, so far it's actually good. It was something minus 300 or something. Now it's coming back, right? So this might actually can go to positive very quickly as soon as this one drops below the one. But for now, it's actually found a zone, so it's actually trying to reject from the upper side of the zone, right? So I'll show you this one in 2 minutes. Here, this is the one I was talking about. When it's going up, these act as a zones to upside. So I will change the color. So I don't know which one I'm looking at, which side I'm looking at. So on the longer time frame, this is looking good. Yeah, this is what I was referring to. So red candle, green candle, red again. Now you have a green candle. So what you can expect next is a red candle. I mean, we might hesitate to expect a red because we came too far from multiple days. But don't forget that we still have a BB far from here. And then if you look at the distance from here to here, from the last high, 32, 0.382 is at 7623. So there is still a lot of room for this one to fall. Right? That's just one measurement, but it could also go back to that 18, 0.18, which is 7724. That's what I was telling. If this one reverses goes back, then this is the level it can go back. But if it falls strongly later in the day, this might actually go to 7623 as well. So let's just watch it. Okay, let's look at other stickers, how they are actually performing. It can give some gauge to us. So this is my watch list. All the big guys, not only big guys, anything that newly added also I add here. So let's look at all the negative ones first. What we are looking for: costs, yeah, SPX, Tesla, Amazon, Google. I want to see the big names like Apple, AMD, but they have very small moves. Where is NVIDIA? NVIDIA may be pressed today. Or maybe just trying to press. Let's see. Ah, okay. Oh, yeah, NVIDIA is not really part of the press. It's still negative, but let's see how the chart looks like. Uh, oh, yeah, it is climbing so far from all. No wonder. Yeah, I think this is the move that actually showed on the SPX as well. Same as NVIDIA. So it was down so much and then came back. Let's see how the Apple is actually looking. If we have at least one in our favor, if you have to give up, it's also going to climbing. I don't know why it's still, yeah, it is climbing, but it started coming down. Okay. Yeah, it did not react to the previous, rejected from the previous swing highs. How about medium? Is it also rejected back from? Oh yeah, that is a strong rejection. That's a good one. Yeah, we are still going down in the case. So if I draw a line, this one trending, so it's basically downwards. Okay, I think we are getting back into the bearish zone, but that's only 1 minute. So we have, yeah, okay. Let's wait and see how this works. It may take slower to get down, but definitely it will get down at one point, particularly when you actually have so much strong downside so far. And don't forget, tomorrow is actually a third Friday, which is month end for the monthly options. So there will be a wild action. Okay. I'll go mute for a while since nobody here. Okay, if you can see most of the time, whenever you see the big, like after a drop, you see green candles, the big ones, then don't be fooled by that one. If they do not break the previous highs, which is this one, then there's a possibility you will see a red candle in this one to come back. And what it tells me here is it's basically going down, not upwards. So since this one is within the zone, I will move to the next zone. This one, the total from the bottom. Those are just visibility only. I mean, actually, the price is the one actually telling you. Everything else just for the reference only. Because you want to know where to exit, not particularly where to enter. Because these are very helpful when you want to exit. So far, this looks good, and also this looks good. Let's change this one back to 1 hour. I don't want this one to close as a spinning doji, which is a small, tiny without a body, which might translate that one to go upwards at least for a few minutes before dumping. So I want to see this one as a green or simply red so that I can exit out. Okay. Yeah, I always depend on the higher time frames, and in fact, I actually have a book written based on these structures. It's called Three Candle Edge. You can find that one in Amazon. And I also have a couple of other books that are coming up. One is recently published about how to think like a professional trader. So that one should also give you good insights how to behave, how to study market moves, not like a retailer, like not by the FOMO or not by the fear, but the structure. So first of all, let's look at the charts here. Yeah, so this is what I was telling. So from negative 300, we came back to positive, and then very soon we're going to exit. So let's pull this one back so I can see the chart. Sorry, I can see the option chain. Which is, oh, that's super. I don't need that on. Let's put let's, this one's probably on the top. I think I dragged it along with the other one. Alright, I think it's time to exit one of these orders. Let's see where we are. Yeah, this is the one. Let's see. Normally, when I mean not on the credits, but on the straight calls, puts or debits spreads, I will try to force it because I don't want to. Right now, I'm waiting for 840. I will move this one to 820, and once we come to that 840, 860 level, then I will just force that one to exit at 840 or even 880 because as soon as I see the gap and also moving upwards, if let's say this total rejects and then it gives back upwards, then I will be exiting. But the longer, higher time frame is actually downwards, so I will wait until this one comes to this level or at least up to this level. Why I cannot see that? Yeah, now I can see up to this level. Yeah, 75. Yeah. And then if that one breaks, most likely it will break, and then if that breaks it will go to 76.50. Let's try it here so we know which level that is it. Just for reference point. Alright, so far so good, and then we are getting almost our closing point. So in fact I'm okay closing at 860 or 840 also. 840 was my original target, but 880, 860, 880 also is good. As long as I can get out with $300 out of 4,000 risk. But here, okay, we still have a room to fall, so I'll wait. Yeah, this is basically ping pong for time decay on the option prices, which actually helps for the credits, not for the directional puts or debits. Only credits will be benefited by these actions. Look at this. One, two, three. That's three bounces. And the fourth one is coming. And if this one does not hold, then we will be looking downside. We are waiting for that one to break, that particular orange line to break, to go down continuation. You can see this action in higher time frames. Let me move this one away and show here. Okay, and then if I switch this one to 2 hours, see now. Okay. So if this one does not come down all the way here, then there's a possibility they could actually reject and go as a green. That's a possibility. So we have 15 minutes, 16 minutes to decide on the one. But for now, on the lower time frames, it's still continuing down. It's a good one. So if it continues here, then it will go down another red candle, which is this direction. So, okay. So on the lower time frames, this one look like this one. And then that will be red. Okay. And look at the number increase so much down. Dow is cooperating with that one. That means this might actually still have a room to drop. Anything is possible. Okay. Let's draw the same on the 5 minutes also. So far it's going good. I might actually got a fill here. Oh, I did not. Let's see what. Oh, maybe I'm too far. Okay, let's put it for 860 for the exit. So let me wait until this comes to 840 or something. Because as soon as this drop comes, then we get the drop. So whenever this study move happens like this, that's a strong move. It's very tiny bit, but they are actually in one direction. Right? Even though they climb at one point, but they quickly retrace back to the same channel. So I mean, credits are the safest one to play with because you have a lot of time for them to work, right? And then if you are still right in your direction, you still can add more to it if it turns against you. Only if you are right on the chart. Okay, so that's basically 1, 2, 3. I mean, today's one is not started here. Is it today's? Yeah, it is today's. Yeah, I think that's one to broke the floor. Okay, got a fill. We have done another one. And then we can actually exit this one also. Wait a minute, what is this one? Looks like only 2 got filled. So we still have 2 more to go. Maybe I did not have an order for that one. Damn it. I forgot to fix the order account. Let's put it for phase 4. Alright, there we go. Write this down and then we can actually exit this one because we already have 30 cents profit on the 10 contracts. That's big enough. $4, so it's a good profit in 10 contracts. Sorry, I already have order, so I need to fix this one. So I was waiting for 460, which is 460 at the moment. Yeah, it actually fit. Alright. That's all good. Yeah, let's calculate. For some reason, Webull does not calculate the totals correctly. So if I add confirmation, see it's about to be 4,000 plus or something, but it's only showing 450. So I'll show you and then I'll add everything to see how we actually do. Same thing happened yesterday. I was 4,000 plus, I think. And it only showed me. Let's look at this one. It's a calculator. So let's keep adding this one. Yeah, let's look at the scientific one. Okay. And then yeah, with the keyboard. Okay, let's see. So the first one is okay. I don't want to do all that stuff now. We'll do it at the end. But let's do something else. I want to show you one more how to read the chart when this is really falling, because you cannot expect this one to fall continuously, right? So you need to find a way up to where it can fall, right? Even the algos require some kind of meaningful reading for this one. So let me go to minutes. Let's make this one bigger, and then I will take 2 points on here and here. So the best one might be here for the larger fall, but the immediate fall could be somewhere here. See this one, which is what currently rejecting, and then the next one is this line from here to here. I mean, how do I get those? It's just imagine. That's all. I just take the down points and high points on the same chart. I'm just gonna trying to connect more points. So this might be the good one, and there's one more. You can see it up here. It could be this one to this one. How is it? So they're all pointing to this area. 7760 or 7750 areas. And therefore, that's so much mess I made in the chart. So I put one common point, which will be here, and then remove everything else. Let's leave that one there higher. Let's leave that one there. We don't need this one anymore. This one we don't need anymore. It's breaking. And the channel we still need it because I want to see if this comes back and then go out ping ponging in the channel again. I normally don't read any other indicators because the price is the one interested. That's the only one can do the good reading. See, at one point it looks like it is going up, and then now it's simply falling, and we have 10 minutes towards the next 2-hour candle finish, which is actually indicator for us whether to go up or not. Let's look at this too. Let's add some color. That seems to be an important zone. In fact, this might actually already be received a few more points. Okay, let's go back here and release. Okay, we are finishing in 8 more minutes on the 1 hour candles. Sorry, yeah, 30 minutes / 1 hour candles. So yeah. So normally we think it's already reached to the BB line, but in fact they will just keep expanding. When you cut a new candle, then that will be a red again. They just keep expanding. That means you'll still see a gap, and then by the time next one ended, it could be here. The BB still might be expanding downwards. Okay, that's a good spinner here. So next one could be that's my dog. Okay, like that. That's what I'm expecting the next one will be, but I'm just targeting this candle. Or it has to finish first. If it is a micro pullback, then we might see another one. You will see here. If this one happens to be like that, then it will be upward again. Yeah, if you are on the straight calls or straight debits, they don't. I mean, even though this red candle give you good price, then by the time it sees this green candle, even in 1 minute, few seconds, all that premium will go away. Particularly when you are actually out of money, only in the money will keep that amounts. Okay, I'll go back in it for a while. Let's just keep watching. This is the book I was talking about, and if you look at other books, this is just philosophical talk about AI. This is also kind of novel. This is also novel. Oh, I did not see another book that is supposed to be ready. I think yes, we're working on it. Almost still looks good. Let me go grab some coffee and watch out here. I'm just waiting for the 2 hours, which is 5 more minutes to, and then look for the trade. If there is any, most likely upward call side or continuous put side. You never know. I will wait for 15 minutes into the second, third 2 hour candle. Okay, I am back. This is becoming a small, tiny channel here. Let's expand this one. Not so much. Okay. Yeah, you can see the channel forming up here downwards. I think I draw too much into that. That's actually not that much wide. If this much. So I think we started 3 minutes already into the new 2 hour candle. Let's see how it behaves in these areas. I think if you have any orders on the put side, maybe it's a good time to exit before the next confirmation happens. And then the trade again afterwards. Hey Rakesh, I'm trying to come on live around lunchtime, anywhere from 11:30. I mean 11:30, 11:45. Maybe I will stick with 11:35 to 1 o'clock. Right. Today it's a bearish. Yeah, I was giving some updates. So when you have a time, you can go back and watch how I actually set up start in the morning to read the charts. And I'm also showing what orders I actually took this morning, as well as the alerts. So yeah, just before you came, I actually had two orders, one credit, and then I added more to the same credit, and then exited when there was a fall coming up right here in this area. And we just completed our 4 hours. So let me make it smaller in this one. If I look at here, just completed our 1 hour candles, and this translates to total 4 hours. So 2 hours and 2 hours. Since we have new hour came, and there is no week on this particular one, so there's a possibility this one might actually want to see a little bit down more before it actually go back. So I'm actually looking for going upwards. So I will move this one to smaller time frames so that I can see how those time frames are behaving. So if I see a both side wick or wick at the bottom on this candle when it's closing, either in 15 minutes or 30 minutes, I will be looking for calls, not the puts anymore. At least for a few more minutes. I'll be watching around. Oh yeah, I was also telling the levels. So if I am actually drawing the level from here, from the last to the highest point, and the retracement, normally they stop. If it is a stronger same directional, it will stop here and then go. But looks like it want to go up to here. And also tomorrow is a Friday, which is the third Friday, which is a monthly expiration. So that will also add up the fuel. It could be any direction, right? So it could actually go heavy upwards before the close, or it continue go downwards, right? But we actually are at a very important level. I will show you what I'm talking about. If you look at this daily candle, so you see the Bollinger Band, and also it's a gap. The prior before they actually went up all the way breakout, not a breakout. So they're coming back to the breakup. Yeah, this is very typical move. Whenever they actually expand from the breakout, they will come back to the base of the breakout before they go back again. So that's another chance. This one actually want to see all the way up to here, 76.25 area. So that might be today itself. I'm assuming. But first level we should be watching is 50. Uh, we already watched 76, 75, which is normally major, and then next will be another 25, which is 76.50 followed by 76.35 or 76, because this is Bollinger Band is around 35, and then the round number is 25, so they might go up to 76.25, and then 70. What was that one? 76. 23 is actually your 0.38 Fibonacci level, right? So even though I said I want to go to the calls, but I'm still hesitant based on all these higher time frames. So let's see. So the best entry for us to go puts would be here. If they retrace back to these levels, normally they retrace somewhere here to this one, then we can take puts again. And I was also telling how to look for the next level of the drop, which is, I'm assuming this one or this one. So let's connect a couple of dots and then let's see. So, I mean, that coin looks very high. If you want a little bit lower, but you can take this level and then put it in here. That could also act as a support. Retracement all the way up to there and then before bounce again. I mean, those are only for referencing. It is not guaranteed that they will go to those lines. If it is strong move, that's places to look after for the rejections. So far it's hugging the Bollinger Band, so it's continuously want to go down, and it is 5 minutes. Look at the 2 minutes; it's the same actually, but a little bit inside. So, and this is the channel tight range. Yeah, yes, okay. You can hear me all right? Is it super quiet? Okay, I will mute for a while. Yeah, I can look at the chart. But even this one looks like, oh yeah, overbought. You should not be depending on this one. You should be depending on the price action, higher time frames. No, I was showing the book that I published recently. That this is the framework that I actually utilize for the higher time frames, particularly for 1 hour, 2 hours, 3 hours reading. And so if you have a chance, go ahead and read this one. Um, I will have mostly introduction to charts and stuff like that, but there's only one chapter that's very good, talking about how to read those higher time frames. And I will have a patterns and all. And then I have another book coming up, which is how to think like a professional trader. So that book will be up in the next week. And I do have other books if you are interested. I mean, that's not a recommendation, but just if you want to help out. Let's see what are my books here. Yeah, this is novel. This is novel. This is about the AA, like a institutional theory, philosophical talk about AI. That's my view of AI. Yeah. If you are interested in any of these books, I still have about 20 books to go. So still working on those. Okay, nice job so far. I think it want to go to 50 or 55 area. 76, 55 area. So I just took my call. Okay, if you, I don't know if you're following the orders. I mean, I don't have anything right now, but so far I actually got all this one filled. I don't know why I'm waiting. I'm just scared to take the trade to the put side, way down from this place. So I'm just waiting for some kind of retracement before I take another trade. These are the ones. So, but those the individual legs, but actual order is where is the, I don't know about exit price. Yeah, there. So I entered at this does not actually show properly. Maybe this one. I entered two at 10 per credit and then 940. So those two credits, and then I exited two at 860 and another 840. Those are credits. And then the straight puts I entered at 320 and exited at 420. And previous one, where is that? The action, natural action. Okay. Yeah, so 360 entered and then 580 sold. 20 of them. If you look at here, 110 added, another 10 added here for 440, for 420. But I think initial one is 420, next is 360. Everything else, I mean, both of them actually exited here. I do have one order which is incorrect, I mean negative, which is the former one early in the morning, 720 and then 480 exit. But everything else actually positive ones so far, at least. That should actually have about 4K or 5K. Okay, that's a strong push. And also, if you look at the candle pattern here, that's strong. Yeah, but that is still in the channel. Look at the pattern here. Yeah, it's still in the channel. Okay, we might be preparing to go up, I think. Okay, let's wait. Okay, this is 5 minutes. This is 15 minutes. Okay, 15 minutes actually looking upwards. So whenever you see this pattern, this is a doji. Doji. I do not believe doji. But if you have a wick at the bottom longer and then no wick at the top, then this is definitely might be going green up to here at least. But it's still a good sign. This might actually retrace back to here, this level 76, 75, which is a prior support. Now becomes a prior. I mean, now it becomes a resistance. So let's wait. Yeah, these particular actions actually happen all the time because they want to decay the premiums so that nobody able to exit. So they give enough premium real quick, and particularly out of the money puts. People will be holding because first of all they enter even if they enter somewhere here, if they entered out of the money ones, the price will not go up much. It might actually decay when they went up here. When it's coming down, the price may not even actually appreciated. So even this fall may not given enough appreciation. So, and then this action basically takes out all that appreciation, even if your cushions are there. So yeah, that's the problem with the straight calls or puts. Okay, so far this is looking good for 15. I can actually take one call here, but let's get this one down and see. Yeah, I mean this bigger channel is still intact, so we're still within the channel, so it is still doubtful. Okay, and then here the higher time frame still within there. And then NQ, yeah, this might be the first. Sorry, not that's not what I wanted to. I wanted to check that. Yes, for the reference point. Yeah, that's NQ. That's 1, 2, 3, 4th one. So this might actually break. If it breaks, it could go all the way up to here. Let me put this one smaller time frame and see how this one looks. Still downward only. That's the turtleneck. That's a tone. Every time you see the bigger candles, I will take that one as a zone, as a rejection. So if this one validated, then it will continue to this downward. And then if you draw a line here, that's where they should be going. But it looks like it is not actually holding up. So meaning that we have to move this zone to the upper side, which is the higher gap. It is, wow, that's very strong move. Looks like it want to go all the way up to there, which is, when I clear everything, I want to go all the way up to here. Oh, look at that. Look at that. That's a one minute. I don't do more. All right. Okay, let me look at this one. The 12s. This is still a downward move. If it is closes in 8 minutes within the body, this is the only one showing the positive sign at the moment. That is showing negative. Whenever showing negative, overseas showing negative. And then overall daily is also negative. Don't need so many here. Let's remove everything. Let's see where you play. Yeah. So as soon as you see this rejection on this, like I said, this is a pattern, right? So big candle, small candle, and then reversal candle. If this one stays strong, uh, then this might go upwards. But if it is coming back to the body, then the move will be still downwards. So we have to wait for this one to get the confirmation on that. Even though they move slowly upwards, it will take just one or two candles to take out all this move and then come back to this level. They move very fast, quickly downwards. I mean, into the same trend direction. All right. Okay, let's split it two trades, but I want to build one that actually have a better chance. So let's go to 20 wide and go to August. Not the AM1. AM1 means they expire early in the morning at the opening prices, I believe. So I'm looking for this one. So since we're actually going upwards, I will stay a little bit further away here and then sell. I only enter two so that I will have enough. Um, if it goes against me and then if I'm still right, I can add two more there. Right, so let's look at it and then look for 40 because the 1 minute is already showing rejection. Okay, it should fill real quick. Yeah, it will. And then let's look for maybe 80 cents. Let's close this one for 80 cents. So 80 cents from 80, yeah, 840, so 760. Alright, let's look for the one. Since we are in the direction, I mean, same as the direction, the original higher time frame direction, we still be okay. Okay, so the 5 minutes, now you see this one similar to here, but this is no longer valid because of the week, and this is valid because it just started, and it actually has a long week at the top, which is actually favorable, and then it might actually at least go up to here. Then we would be able to get that one. We're already into 30 cents. So, yeah, most likely we might actually exit a little earlier, but let's see. And the NCO is working fine. Yeah, NCO is looking fine, but only the problem is that it's actually hairline doji. This could actually snap back into this direction. Yeah, let's wait and see. Oh, if you listen to songs, I have another channel. YouTube. When I wrote all this one a long time back when I just started reading about AI. So let me show the channel. To the where is that? Right, okay. That's the one. I have 266 songs and a couple of videos as well. Maybe about ChatGPT. How to use ChatGPT on things. And then I also have one video about, I think this is about songs or about GPTs. Yeah, these are the songs. Let, let me know if you can hear this one. Alright, this one looks good so far. This one still hesitate state, but still good because it's a red big one, and then micro pullback, and then red again. So which is this direction, and then this one it needs more drop to continue, at least up to here or even the guys here. As you can see, I normally don't use any other indicators. I don't even depend on this one. I don't know why I even actually have that one, MACD. Or that is for looking the higher time frames when I'm looking at the daily. So I'm only purely looking for a price and then some levels to look for, like this one. So that might be our next drop, which is somewhere here, anywhere here. So 7655. I mean, we wish it will come there, but sometimes it might stop. Oh, there it is. It's going good. Where it is right now. It's not really giving up. Price is not giving up on that yet. In fact, 780. If it gets to 780, I think I will exit, which will which could give about $100, 20. Yeah, I'm waiting. Or it might actually fill automatically 760. We'll see. Yeah, it is filling. One more drop. See, this doesn't want to give up even though the price is moving so fast. 6050. Because whenever they see that there's a reverse coming, what you call support or the last low coming up, people think it's going to go up, so they will bet on other side, making this price go up. This smaller leg, not smaller, higher leg to go up because people always look for the cheaper prices, which is 76.95 will be cheaper than the 76.75. So this price goes up and this price stays, making this one not move much. In fact, go up even though. But if they see red one more right here, then this automatically goes down. That's when this also reduces very quickly. Okay, let's see. Yeah, so far so good. We already crossed that one. Okay, continuous. Let's see how is higher time frame looking here. Every time there's a new candle comes after the big candle, there's a possibility that actually can go up a little bit. But this time it's still looking downwards. Okay, I think we might have got filled. Okay. Did we got filled? Let's see. Yeah, it is filled just now. Alright, we can wait for maybe another time to get another one once it comes back to this level. Where's that? This level. One night. Sorry, not that. We don't trade on NQ. I mean, you can trade it. What is it called? Triple Q. This one, or the earliest entry could be that one also. Are you still here? All right, let's see if we're getting any upside move. Uh, I don't want to go to the call without uh, proper signal. So still downward. Okay, continuation. One, two. We still have a room, I think, to drop. Let us see. Now this is, if it is reverses from here, then this one becomes very small channel, which is this one. I think we are past one, so the premiums might be cheaper now on the SPX directional trade. Wow, look at that. That's super. This is when people keep quickly buy the puts, and then it will reverse on them. let's see this one. Okay, the smaller time frames. We still have 20 minutes there, so there is a new 30 minutes candle started, which is this one. So this is horrible. Okay, I think I'm going to go on by one put, put credit, so which is this side. So let's see. Since we are still dropping, I don't want to go too far, but I will go somewhere below 15. So which is that. I would go 20 wide. Yeah, this one. This one, good. Again, two here. Uh, yeah, let's get the price if I can get it. You will see my order. I mean, you don't have to execute, but you can execute on a paper trade. You want to learn. The reason I'm taking the 26 is because we are approaching 76.50 area, so it's already filled, and then there will be some kind of rejection first before even if it want to continue. So I want to cash in on the one. So we entered at 8:30. So we can go at 8:60 to exit out, which gives us 40 plus the. Oh, it's already filled. Yeah, that's super quick. And two contracts give us about 70 times till 140 bucks. Okay, let's see how it is doing still. Yeah, the drop is so strong. Let's look at the higher next time frame. 90 minutes. Okay, I want to take one more. Like every time there is a big, stronger drop, there is a possibility that snap back real quick. Even one small move also can get us enough credit. So let's get it higher. I always go the ask side when we are actually riding against the trend. If it get filled, it's happy. If it doesn't get filled, that's fine. Because that way we are not actually giving too much if we are wrong. Okay, I think we are going to get it. If we get another red here, then we might look at it. Yeah, quick. Yeah, every time whenever there is a strong candles, there is a volatility increases, and BB is falling back. So this might actually retest a little bit to 7660. Okay, we need one more down so we can get filled. We didn't get filled. We might actually be reversing. Let's see. Okay, let's put it sub 50. I mean, still at the ask price. Yeah, I think we're not getting it. Okay, let's move this one back to 8 because I see that week. I don't want to be too late. Okay. Let's see. Now we can take fill at midpoint, which is 20, 30, maybe 40 is better. Okay, hoping we'll get. Okay, we got it. So let's get maybe about 70-80 cents. So that's 760. Let's say for 760. Yeah, that's a hairline. So let's look at it. Yeah, it's a possible it will go a little bit higher. So where is the next? I'm looking for the long wick candles. Like this one might be better, but since we are actually having dropping from here, so there's a possibility it could be traced back to here. I mean, not guaranteed, but we always going with probabilities. That's a red candle. And I should have seen that the micro candle. Let's see. Let's see. Maybe we can add another one for a better. Yeah, let's add for a point eight zero. Two more. Two more. Not a buy, but sell for collecting credit. Okay. Let's see if it drops on us, then we will get a better price. If it goes other side, then we still get filled and then we cancel the other one. And remember, this still did not reach the Fibonacci level of 0.38, which is actually 35. So we still have 20 points drop possible on this one, given that NQ dropped so much. And yeah, okay, we might be getting this one filled. Let's see. It's not moving much. Yeah, they don't. They hold and hold. They suddenly move. Okay, let's see the 5 minutes in our direction. 5 minutes looks favorable, but it doesn't. Normally, they move 3 minutes down and then 2 minutes up. If this pattern is like that, and if it's valid to upside, but looks like so far downside. I think we are trying to run against it. Okay, we got a fill, so we need to adjust the other order. Not this one. Where is that? So we need to make sure we adjust this one for 4 contracts. And since we have 860 our average, so 880 also would be fine for us to exit. Yeah. Since the fall is so high, oh sorry, I wanted to go up and not down because I want to exit early. That gives us 50 cents. Let's wait here and then adjust when it comes. Okay, there's 4 contracts. Each contract requires 2,000 credit available collateral. So if you are entering 4, you will be looking for 4 times 2, 8,000 capital requirement. Alternatively, you can go with this one, XSP mini contracts, but these move very slow, maybe because there's no liquidity. On SPX, what you can do, you can drop this number to 5 instead of not 5, actually 10, and then use those for the credits. So that way you will only have 1,000 for each contract, because the longer widths give you higher returns faster. I mean, returning to lower prices faster, whereas smaller widths it takes time. So when you are using smaller widths, you may not be able to exit with 60 or 70 cents. You might need to exit maybe 40 cents, 50 cents like that. This is only just a reaction towards that round number, which is 76.50, but the actual level did not came. So we are just cashing on that round number reversal because people always think it's going to go from that level up. Sometimes they feel like they act like a strong resistance or support. Sometimes just utilized by the big guys for fooling retailers. Okay, we are at 120. Let's see if I can exit out this one. 120, 200. That's good enough. So if I can get 80, $8 out, I'm good. On 4 contracts with 60 cents times 4, that's 240. That's good enough. As soon as, okay, let's put them on there. Okay, let's see. Yeah, there. I'm basically looking for the mid number. Yes, okay. Quickly snapping back. That means this price is getting appreciated faster, the higher number, sorry, lower number on the puts. That is closer to the instrument. Okay, we need one more push to get, but look at this big candle, 1 minute wick candle. That might actually edge on. That might actually snap back below that wick. So far, so good. Okay, I think we have enough room to climb up to this level. At least up to that level. Let's mark it as a blue, so we know which one we are looking for. Yeah, every week will become a zone, so it could snap back from anywhere. But the better chance is this one because of 2 levels. Okay, let's see. Maybe we need to. Where is it? Okay, why it's not filling? Oh, we are 20 cents away. Damn it. Okay, let's move this one to 20 or 10. Okay, move one more time. One more, yeah, there. Oh, oh, it's filled actually. I did not see that. Yeah, it's filled. My bad. Is it filled at? That's not the price. What did that happen? Oh, okay, we sold for 880, brought it back for 80, and then previous we added 760. Oh, that's, oh, we sold it for 80, and then we brought it back for 80. We sold two at 880 for credit, and then the two at 760 for credit. So that's averaged to 860. Okay, that's a good number. Okay, and then how far? I think it's done. That's all. It's still within the channel. Alright, but I don't want to go to calls just yet. If we can go to the calls if this comes up to this level, this area. Otherwise, let's see how the time. 30 minutes is done. Oh yeah, 6 more minutes left. You see that only there's 6.5 minutes left, but even the 6 minutes could actually turn this candle to green like this one. Like this with a long wick. You just need like that. So that action resembles the move all the way up to here. Oh no, that's not the one. Up to here all the way. At least up to here, yeah, up to this level. That's what resembles there. But with this strong fall, I don't know if it could move all the way to that level. This is the level it could move, but I'm not sure about this level. Let's see. If they want to decay a lot of the premium put premiums, they might actually move all the way there or sideways. Okay, it's already rejecting. That means it can actually have a strong bearish momentum continuation. Okay, this one is a headline okay. Just 5 minutes. Let's see how 15 minutes looks. Oh, that's continuation. See, stepper, stepper, stepper. Like some people call this one as a flag, flag and continuation, flag and continuation. I'm just, I mean, there's no reversal yet, but I'm just drawing one if there is one like that. Let's see. This one stuff. 2 hours. Because we are so low, I don't want to take the directional bets anymore. So we'll just stick with the credits. Okay, it is looking for another drop on the NQ. This is 5 minutes. Let's see how the 15 minutes looks here. There's a drop in spin. This continuation. Only read on 1 hour looks positive if this one closes in next 2 minutes and then move upwards. Not guaranteed though. But I mean, since this one actually has 300 points drop, it has a little bit room to pull back a little bit, which could actually pull SPX or can continue down. Again, let's watch that one. So that's the 1 hour time frame, which is actually in 2 more minutes. And 30 minutes still a continuation. Yeah, like I want to show you something here. So whenever you see like, what do you call macro pullbacks, and then you will see a red candle, right? If it is happening on the other side, it will be yellow, sorry, red, green, and green, upwards. So if the smaller time frames, like a 2 minutes, 5 minutes, most likely you will see another red candle or another green candle upwards if it is going upwards. And if it's going down one, we'll see. But 15 minutes candles and 30 minutes candles a little doubtful because those, I mean, based on the thickness and then breaks above that one, then it could actually go all the way up to this level, which is 7669. But it has to break this. It has to break this one. Continue back here. Okay, I'll go mute. We just wait. Since we got that one, let me add one put trade credit spread. Let's see. Yeah, we still look for 1 day because even if we are wrong now one and suddenly moves against us, we still have enough time for us to get it. Why the prices have been dropped so much? Why is that? I don't see enough credit there. Yeah, I want to look around 80 or 70, but there's not enough credit in this one anymore. Let's see. And then if we go longer, we don't have a. Yeah, what happened? There's not enough credit anymore on the put side, even on the call side. Something is not right with the application. Let me look at the thing here. So we are looking for SDX. We are looking for August. Let's see. Oh yeah, because elevated prices. That's why. If I take this one, and then this one, that's 25. That gives only 590, and the risk is too high. We are so close, and then we're not even getting 6. And then if you want to go further down up to 25, which is the level, that's 475. That could be a best bet. Let's see. But if it goes against us, we are actually risk up $15 on the 20. Okay. So I mean, people is correct. I think in that case. Yeah, it's basically sideways action so far. You can see here sideways action. And then, I see more down than the. Okay, let's do this. Okay, yeah, let's give it a time to fill this week first, and then take the put credit afterwards. Let's that one fill. Yeah, let's continue. All right. Okay, now we can actually enter one. Let's see how this one behaves here in this line, and then let's start trade. Okay, let's look for the trade. And right now it's a 70. Oh yeah, maybe because I have a 10 here. I did not see that one. Okay, never mind. So we add the right one. 35, 55. Yeah, let's go with this one. Since still I want to stay below 55, so let's do this one. If run against us, we still can now buy two more contracts. So let's try to get 50 since it's still dropping. 50, 40. That would be a mid price. Okay, there it's coming. So let's look at the price. Yeah, we might get filled in 2 more minutes. Okay, driving against us. Okay, I think this is the reaction you see here. So it already finished its wick at the bottom side. Now it is trying to climb to the other side of the wick on the candle, which is the wick, this wick. So it might actually climb here by the end of the close. That's just a theory. Okay, 2 minutes giving a different reading, but let's see. Yeah, 2 minutes still turning downward reading. Okay, they don't want to give us. Okay, there's a possibility this might actually pull very quickly because it want to kill some premiums because premiums are seems to be so high on the put side. So let's cash in this move. Cash in this move. Okay, 680. So instead of doing that, what we can do? Okay, so let's get it a little bit higher price. Just this one, closest one. So we'll have a less risk, and then we get it $9, and we get two. Oops, that's not what I want. Okay, and cancel this one. I don't want that to be valid. And I put this one. Okay. If we are wrong, we only are, I mean, almost 55% risk versus 45%. Okay. So we got a fill, and then we just need to look for 60 cents or 70 cents. Okay, so we fill at 9. It's still 8.40. Let's see 8.40 if we can get. Okay, looks like it want to move quickly. Even the NQ is actually fighting for it. If it goes against us, we're just going to either exit for a loss or add one more, depending on how fast it will move. And then, okay. I always want to read every time how the entire day looking. just to get the feel where we are headed next based on the higher time frames. Yeah, 30 looking upwards. One is just finished, so it might actually clear the body, which is 7664 of the red candle before it reacts backwards. But it's still doubting. And 2 minutes, we still have another 50 minutes to go. So, assuming the 1 minute actually favorable to call side, which is this area, then if you look at that same move in this 2 hours, which would be this area, right? So if that happens, you basically have the formation of a long candle and small candle, not the micro pullback, but the small drop. Then that becomes the green, the next one, like this, in theory, right? But first of all, the 1 hour has to give that move. If it doesn't give, then it will be just continuation. Looks like it's continuation so far. It's going back. Okay, where are we? We already give 80. Okay, let's add one more to this. Maybe 10, 20, if it is really comes to that far. And it's a sell, not a buy. All right. Looks like it want to stay hugged 7650 value. Okay, I'll be right back. Wow, that's very good move. Okay, so that means we did not get filled on the one. We can cancel the one. But let's wait until this reaches a bit more to this area. Yeah, so if there is a strong move, it will move up to that one. But I still don't want to take any directional anymore. We are already halfway. We only left with 1 hour. Let's look at this one. How this one behaving on the higher time frames. Just back and forth. Let's see this one. 15. That's very small though. Looks like it's a time decay. I mean, decay mode. Yeah. As soon as we see these candles, callers who are on the call side go for hope, which will never going to help anyway. Okay, I want to see wick here on the daily, and then we could see the increase. But you have one small tiny body candle. What happens if this could actually be also be one tiny body candle? But for that one to happen, we need a very strong pullback on the NQ. Okay, stay here for now. You still have 43 minutes to go for the hour, 2 hours, and 43 minutes for the hour. This doesn't want to give any signs of recovery. Just a sideway action. Not really doing much. Just juicing all the premiums. We have to watch two levels here. One is right there once hits that last high, and then next level is this one. If these two are actually broke, then the next level will be this one. Let's put that one on the higher time frame. I mean higher. Wait. Okay, so far so good. Let's see if we get ours exited. Only $60 so far. Cancel the one that we are waiting to get filled for credit. And then 50. I just want to see another $60. Then exit out. So 7. So our entry is 9. So if we get into even for 60, we should be fine. That gives us $80. Let's put it 50. I'm hoping for a little bit better. It's like 1 hour. Like if you are looking like if you make $200 in 1 hour working for somebody, then if you are taking two trades like this with 120, then you basically make that one in the 1 hour time frame. Or you can basically increase the number, but if you increase the number, the risk is also high. Stall, a little bit stall. Okay. It's no longer valid. Okay, looks like it want to break out of the channel on MQ. Lines may not be perfect or channel may not be perfect, so we just have to wait and see. They are just for guidance only, not really. Because we're not going to take the trade based on that one. We're going to take the trades based on these levels. Let's see how I did not see Dow moving much. Let's see how they actually go. Oh, continuous fall. Right. So it's only did a bit sideways right now. Okay. 251 more. So let's move the BB to get a clear view. Let's see if this move actually confirmed to the upside on this SPX. Yeah, it is actually broke out of the channel based on this spinner, but it's coming back. I think it's not really giving any move. Close the one. Go here. Oh, this is not really good, giving anything. Look at that, super slow, and it's only looking down. There's the last one. I think we'll be better off not even taking this trade anymore. Okay, let me go ahead and close it. There's no value on this one. And we had before when there was a wick here, but not anymore. Even the increase coming up on 5 minutes. Yeah, this is the candles I was talking about. So if you see one micro pullback, particularly the rejection from the top, right, and then if this one end up being red below the body, then you will see another red candle that might get me to this level again. So, unless this red becomes small, tiny within that body, then you will have another upward leg to cover that wick at least. That basically, then we have to look at the higher time frame, which is this one. Yeah, there is another wick turn more, most likely. These are best places to take trades if we are actually on the top, but you're already so low here, and there's only small room here. From here to here, there's only about 3-4 points. Even with the drop on SPX, you might not get much appreciation in the price. In fact, it might actually going down while it's even coming down. There's 31 more minutes. That tells me there's another 30 minutes candle just about to finish, which is this one. This one becoming smaller than this one. Let's see how this one reacts. What is the read on this one? This is down formation. This is a down formation. And how many more? 30 more left on that one. How does 15? 15 looks a little bit better for upside. What about this one? Not so good. But let's see what are they doing. And then okay, let me go ahead and close this one. We entered at 9:20. Let's get it 8:80. Still with some profit whenever we see a wick. Even with the time decay, we can get that price back. Okay, that's final test. Every morning, not only looking at the chart, I will also look at this one, which is basically market watch. It will have economical events if there is anything happening. So yesterday there's only one Fed's meeting, minutes. So they still want to stick with the range in the interest rate. So no change to that one. And then these numbers today. So actual 47.1. What is this one? That's just a survey. Jobless claims are actually decreased, which is good for the rates, but again bad for the economy. And the leading indicators, they are basically -2. So yeah, if there is a critical ones, I mean these are not much critical except the job claims that might actually force the indexes to either open low or open high, and then sometimes they could reverse from those numbers, or they can continue. So we have to look for those actions whenever Thursdays, and then on Wednesdays you will have a rate decisions. Next week there will be a rate decision, I believe, which is 26. Is there a rate decision? No, looks like there is none. Maybe it's already happened 2 weeks ago. So, yeah, so I will look at this one if there is any major events coming up in the day to watch out. Yeah, it just want to go sideways so far. Not really good. That's the another leg down. Again, if you are at the top of this area with this particular setup, once you reach here, you're basically looking for full puts. But since we are at low point, then the flat line, so this could be a rejection and then go continuous upwards, like shoot up from here. I mean, there is a chance because here in the bottom. That's why you cannot take trades. Okay, let's see if we actually got a few. Not yet. What happened? They don't want to give up on the price. Yeah, I think big guys trying to collect the big premiums. All right, that's finishing up 30 minutes. Sorry, 1 hour. I think 24 minutes, and then 30 minutes just started. We have 25 minutes for this one to recover, and it has to recover really quickly if it has to go upwards somewhere this direction. People give a lot of money on this kind of action, particularly the retailers. They're thinking, yeah, the reverse is coming up, and the put side, they think now that it's going down. Both sides they keep giving. There's 45 minutes left to the market to cross. I want to see some recovery. Let me stop to this area. Hey, but got killed. What? What the? Still not getting filled. Okay, let's move it down. 60. What are you? Yeah, just take some 40 cents and move on. Okay, let's leave it there. So it might actually feel long. The slow mo in credit's also not giving any. This is the time people might take puts, particularly yes. And Q is actually moving very good. 15 minutes moving that fast. Like I said, this has a lot of room to recover, whereas SPX doesn't have much room to recover. It's only 50 points down. So if it is 120 points, 150 points, then there's a possibility for a quick recovery. 50 points is not much. 20 more minutes for a 30-minute candles to finish. That one candle kills the premium for everybody. See how slow it moved and then quickly dropped in from just one candle. Like I said, simply want to stay in the range. So, still have 18 minutes for this NQ to drop back into this other side of the week. Mm, 18 minutes to close as a macro pullback, and 18 minutes to stay where it is. 2 hours. Oh, it's not going to that this one. Maybe because we are too close to the strike. Sorry, too close to the price. Oh, it's actually within, it is in the money. Fall back with it. Oh, looks like it got filled because I did not hit modify. Yeah, it got filled. It filled for 880. Okay, not bad. 400 bucks. I mean 40 bucks. I think it's not a good time anymore to do the trade. Yeah, we'll wait for the last 15 minutes. I'll go mute. Then maybe we can come back and look at 245. Just 15 minutes before that. So I'll just keep the charts on. And then if I take any orders, you can see on the screen. Alright. Quickly reversed. Alright. puts based on the drop on the NQ and also its liquidity. So I'm going to look for this one. I look for 20 contracts by that on 10. Let's see. Okay, the drop is already coming, so let's see. Where is it? NQ is looking good, so I can actually get the actual price here 1.25 right now. Okay, it's filled. Is it filled? No, it's not filled. Yeah, got filled. Okay, we just look for 30 cents. So that's actually 25 cents. So let's put it 60. Okay, and because of this one, I'm actually in the trade, and then this is at the level that might actually break. Okay, that's what happens. You see how fast this going already 110, 120. But I mean, even one small candle or so move this one bigger. Okay, let's see how the chart looks. We are at 160, and then this one is first green candle. Oh yeah, it's a moved back. There we go, there we go. There we got the fill. That's super quick when the actual whenever the drop happens, it happens so quickly. So that's what happened. You see that kind of. So we entered right in time, and then we exited. So we don't have to trade another one again until we see this one a little bit moving upwards because we don't want to jeopardize what we made. Yeah, we're going 40, 50. I think it looks like it's going to close at 650 mark maybe. Or like I said, pulling a band on daily candle. Let's look back. Okay, clear this one. We don't need anymore because it's no longer valid. And where is that Bollinger band? Okay, there, which is 32. Oh, look at that. It wants to go upwards. But I'm going to take one more trade once hits that line. To put said, I might be wrong, but let's see. See how is 15 minutes doing? Oh yeah, this is going upwards, which is because 15 is here, 15 is here, so this is the green one. Okay. So that means it won't break about here, and then maybe up to here. Let's look at this. It's still doubtful. It's recovered a lot. Let's see. That's almost 60 points recovered. An entry. That's a zone. And that this particular candle might actually brought a lot of puts. That's why it's going upwards to depreciate on those prices. Or stops removed from here. See that one? We definitely don't want to go up because there might have been calls built when it was action happening here at the 7660 level. There might be calls built and there might be puts built on both directions, so it might stay range for a while again. That's my B6. But again, this is a last minute action, so we only have 20 minutes left. Alright. You don't know what's going to happen. Okay, I think for when based on all this reading, let's put 5 here. And then this may be a risky one, but I want to take a little bit lower price on the call side. Let's see where this one goes. Okay, we might actually receive. Oh yeah, we did receive it. Okay, so selling for maybe 60 cents. Actually, I want to drop to 50. That's 76.55. Not really moving much. It has a more reaching its resistance. This is only like a lot, otherwise just keep it. Wow, look at that. It just range bound. This no longer times no longer apply because we are in the last minute. So action could be any direction, any. Or it could be silent all 20 minutes. Yeah, It might end up close in between this channel and pretty much there's high chances. I think I paid too much premium for this one. Let me see what I paid. Let's get one more for $2. Perfect. Okay, it's coming up. Yeah, that's what happens. This modify. Oh, it's got built. Oh, got built for 260. Okay. Let's adjust the entire 10 contracts. Since we only got 240 now, so we have to get even 280 also. Let's get it 280. Okay, it won't go down. Like I said, there may be order building on both sides, so doesn't want anybody to win. Okay, that's too much already. Okay, take that one and loss. I should not even be taking that trade. I don't know why I did that. Just because waiting on the screen. Alright, let's see how the screen looks. 48. Yeah, it's just ping pong. Ping pong is ping pong. I should have taken dollar value once, not monthly ones. Okay, we have 13 minutes to go, and then 8 points downwards and 3 points upwards. And it looks like maybe going down a little bit. Even NQs goes down, SPX might actually stall it 50. 30 more minutes. Let's take this one. This would be like a lot though. And then 55, 50. Not filled yet. It's about to get filled. There we go. Okay. That may not be true, but let's see. Okay, and the next drop. Let's move to smaller time frames. Yeah, it want to stay above 50. And whatever we make might be giving up in this case. How much risk I have here? 760, 169. Okay, I think it's gone. I want to close 15.55 between. It doesn't want to go up. There is 140 still ready. This is what happens when you lose on the last trade. Yeah, this 9 minutes just will be zigzag between those lines, and then it might close well below 60, and then above 50, or might be even between 50 and 55, so that nobody wins. just nothing is going to happen. It needs strong force on NK side and then catch up force on SPX side. It wants to go, but this is already at the round number, so I mean for the big guys it doesn't need to move anywhere. They already made their money. Where it's headed. Okay, oh yeah, that's a good move. Did we got towels? How come it did not? What? Yeah, the put sideways, it's not appreciating. Oh, we are at 45. Okay, 45. Yeah, just have to quickly move back up again. Yeah, if we get 70, 650 side, then we don't get made lose in the premium. And if we get lower, then we don't even really make much. Yeah, we are still getting good vibes on this one. Okay, yeah, so far so good. Yay. But I basically doubled that one. There's one more drop, I think. Yeah, maybe it's going for the pull in the band, which is 35 area. It has to pass 40 first and then stay below. And we only have 4 minutes. It could snap back real quick, real fast also. It's basically shaking up the other side, all the calls. There's the prices on this one. It was 3 plus something here, and then 4 plus something else. So now they back to zeros. Almost. It doesn't want to fall below 40, maybe. Okay. 3 minutes to go. Let's see how the. I know it doesn't even matter anymore. Okay. Closing 40 and 45, I think. I want to see below 30 or close to 30. The NQ is already giving up. So 2 minutes. Where are we now? I'm just giving a test here. Oh, it's already moved down. Alright. Yeah, that's what happens. Well, let's see if I did anything at all to. Of course, the account size has to be bigger. Let's add up all this one. So the first one. Okay, the first one is 10 times 60. Mm, What does 2400 minus the first one? Then let's see the next one. Next one is 10 at 360. And then exit at 360, 580 exit. But that's a good exit. That's 220 already. So that basically recovered everything back almost. And then, oh sorry, 10 first. And then I have another 10, which is also from 420. So 10 times 420 minus 580. Wait, that's a buy. Oh, this is 420. Buy 420 and 40. That's 160. Okay. Okay, that's 2 itself gave me 3800. Okay, and this one 10 at 380 and then 10 at 320 and then exit at 420. So 420. Okay, 3 plus 380 plus 320, averaging 350. So 20 times 70, that's 1400 bucks. This one is 1400 bucks. And then 960 plus 2 times 100, that's 200. And then, next one is 420. These are okay, that's 40. 40 times 10, that's 400. And then this is 2. Oh, this is one at 10, one at 890. Sorry, 940 plus 10. 1000, that divided by 2 is 970 minus 10. Oh wait, 860 minus 970. That's 110 for each contract. So 110 times 4, that's 440 plus. And this one is 840. And then 760, that's 40 plus 40, 80 times 2, 160 plus. This is 5, right, this one. Oh, this is the direction of 860. I don't know what I did on this one. But definitely positive, but on there only one negative is this one. 130 minus 320. So let's see. That's 160. Oh, this is the same. Okay, 5 plus here is another 5, so 160. 160 plus 320 divided by 2, that's 240 minus 125, that's times 10, so that's 1150 minus 1150. Okay, and this is 125 and 60, that's a place. So 35 times 20, 700 plus. And this one 85 minus 40, so that's 40 times 20, that's 800. Let's see how much we got. Okay, that's total 4,350 after the 2 negative, which is 2,400 and 1150. So this is the wrong one that I took, negative side, and the beginning one is the wrong one, which is this one, the former one. Former one ate up 2,400 profits, and then the last minute call side, which is the wrong entry, ate up 1,150. So that's 4,400 almost. And if I do not have those two negatives, that would be 8,000 almost. Well, that's the life. All right, I think yeah, I had a similar numbers yesterday as well, about 4,000, and the previous day 2,200. But if I look at this side here, they don't reflect correctly on the account. They don't, they don't reflect on the people. I don't know why. They only reflect 220. I don't know what's wrong with this application. They have a big problem on the application. Even though I am 400 plus for the day. Well, that's not what matters. Alright. Okay, move on. Okay, I think that's all. Uh, we just need to keep looking for more learning. And don't forget to like and subscribe whenever you see this one. Thank you very much, guys. Talk to you later. Bye now.